Hey, Firestarter here. So I just wanted to tell you about my terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Started off, I woke up this morning and I was having really bad leg pain. Like my right leg hurt really bad. Like it was a weird, achy, um, almost like a nerve pain, but not like I couldn't figure it out and it wasn't normal, like my normal pain. But I figured I'll just push through. I always push through. Just ignore the pain. Go on with your day. Don't let this shit bring you down. So I did, and I went and I did some stuff. Did a grid in the garden, so they were all, 1 square foot squares. You plant really nicely, super perfect lines, right? And then I decided it was time to go home, and I went home, and on my way home, I'm thinking, God, my leg really fucking hurts. Like, this is just crazy. It's not getting any better. I thought maybe if I walked around a little bit or moved, it would get better or something, but it wouldn't. So I decided it was time that I go to the emergency room. So I came home and got showered and changed and cleaned up. And I was thinking maybe I'd feel better after that, and I didn't. So I took my sister a key to my house and I jumped in my car and I was trying to make a certain boat because the next one was on for like 2 hours and we had to go to this place first. And then, it would have been just more hectic. Although I should have, I wish I would have caught that boat, but I didn't. So life goes on. Everything happens for a reason. So anyways, I get on the ferry, go across. We have a big detour because our main bridge is closed down, so you can't go the normal way. You have to go like 5 miles out of your way. So I went the 5 miles out of my way. Everything was great. Listening to my music, sing Cube 93, thank you. And I'm on Michigan, getting Michigan Street, and I'm, where it's like the exit, like to get onto the freeway, and I'm coming around the corner and I'm listening, and Boeing Field is right there, so there's these big planes that fly super low, right? So I look up at this plane that's flying super low, like if the wheels were down or if they were, it felt like it could have just rolled over my car. And so 1 second, I'm telling you, not even, so I'm thinking people are texting and driving, not even 1 second, like I literally looked up and BAM! Ran into the person in front of me. And I was going like 35, I think. So, my car was all, like I looked up and I just couldn't believe what it looked like. I've never been in a car accident before where it's my fault or where I hit somebody or anything like that. So I just was in shocked. My windows were down and my music was loud, but at this point it was like almost skipping, which is weird because it was a radio. So, but it was playing on my phone, so maybe that's what it was. I don't know. My phone had fallen on the ground. I don't know because I don't text and drive, so it wasn't sitting in my lap. So I turned my car off, put it in park after I turned my car off, granted. My mind is just like going 50 different ways. And I'm trying to roll then I turn my car back, trying to roll my windows up, and I remember hitting the lock button, but wasn't really paying attention, and I turned the car off, left the keys in the ignition, my phone on the ground, it was on the ground over there, and got out of my car and shut the door. And then didn't think about it, still walked up and tried to talk to the people in front of me, the person I hit. She wasn't having it because of the coronavirus. She didn't even want to, like her window was down this much, and I was trying to talk to her and she wouldn't even say anything. Like, I don't know. Maybe I was just so freaked out that I just didn't pay attention. I don't know. But she just seemed rude. And I wanted to cry because this is my first fucking accident. I'm a perfect driver. Like, I don't have a driving record. I have like 1 speeding ticket for speeding in the school zone. And I'm pretty sure that I slowed down immediately. And that I remember that day. And anyways, another story. So she wasn't very nice, and the guy that witnessed it, he must have been behind me, had pulled up in front of us, and I don't know how nobody hit me. I don't fucking know how that didn't happen, but I guess I was following too close, and he wasn't. That's probably what it was. So, anyways, he's like, maybe you should wait in your car. so that you don't get hit by a car. Logical. I was like, okay. So I walk back to my car and it's locked. So walk back up and say I've locked myself out. So he's on the phone with the police at this time, calling it in because obviously didn't think that I didn't even think about that. And the person in front of me, I don't know what the fuck she's doing because whatever. She had a dog in the back of the car, by the way, and I feel terrible about that. But he was in a crate, so I'm pretty sure he was okay because she didn't say anything like, my dog, or anything. So I'm pretty sure the dog was okay. Anyways, finally the police come, and they get all her information, and they get the information of the witness or whatever. And then he comes over to me, and I keep telling everybody I'm on my way to the emergency room. Like, the whole point for me being over here is because I need to get to the emergency room. Something's wrong with me. I don't feel good. He's like, so would you like emergency transplant? Yeah, unless you're going to drive me, dude. So he called transplant, transport. So he's like, okay, well, let's go back to your car. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I locked my keys in the car. He's like, so you can't get in your car? And I'm like, yeah, I locked my keys in the car. Of course, I said it like, I locked my keys in the car. And he's like, did you check every door? I mean, when you lock in your keys in the car, do you check every door? Yes. Yes, you do. So yes, officer, I checked every door. So then they came, some guy, U.S. West Dot, some street guy came and opened my door. So, and then they wanted us to move, right? But before that, he had to give us all the information or whatever. So he went and filled his report out, and he comes back and he's like, so when there's an accident, somebody has to be cited. So I had to write you a ticket. Like, my day isn't already terrible. I just fucking got in an accident. I'm on my way to the emergency room. I've locked my keys in the car today. I mean, does he not realize I'm already just like, I mean, my car insurance isn't, my insurance isn't going to cover my car. Like, everything bad has already happened. And then he gives me a ticket. Oh, but you can go, and if you bring your medical record saying that, whatever, that you were on your way to the emergency room and, distracted or whatever, you can probably get it thrown out. So that's what I'm going to do, because obviously I can't pay. I mean, it's only like $147, but I don't have $147 to pay a ticket. I need a fucking new TV. Just kidding. Anyways, I do have priorities. So, after all that hoolah, which, by the way, I want to thank that wonderful WASDOT or road guy, I don't know what he was called, because he waited until the tow truck driver came and got my car, and that was really above and beyond, and I wish I would have gotten his name, but again, I was so, messed up in the brain at that point that I didn't do anything right. Like, I always tell myself, I would be so good if I got in a car accident. I would do everything right. Like, I would know everything that you need to know to get in a car accident. Well, I didn't. So I get to the hospital, and I told everybody that I was immune suppressed. And I told the driver of the ambulance I want to go to, because they asked. I said, I want to go to the University of Washington because they have all my information, and that's where I go. So she's getting ready to close the door, and she's like, oh, by the way, do you mind if we take you to Harborview? I'm like, is Harborview the University of Washington? And she's like, well, you were in a car accident, so that sort of changes things. And that's the closest hospital. I'm like, I'm not fucking injured from the car accident. I'm injured from whatever the fuck's going on with my leg, and I can't drive myself or walk to the fucking emergency room now because I wrecked my motherfucking car. So anyways, they took me to Harborview. And I'm like, they know I'm immune suppressed, right? I asked that before I went in. Yeah, but they get me in there and they put me in a room. See, when you're immune suppressed, they're supposed to put you in a room by yourself, not around anybody else who could possibly give you something. They put me in a room with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people, other patients. And granted, there is like thingies and they have it all whatever off. It's not COVID. It's not. If someone sneezed over there, most likely it would blow around and hit me. Okay, that's how I feel. And she's like, oh, well, COVID is in a whole different area. We have a whole wing for COVID. I'm like, how do you know that the person that's next to me wasn't exposed and is just not showing symptoms? Oh, you'll be fine. So, if I catch COVID within the next 3 weeks or something, or 3 days or whatever, I'm suing the motherfucking hospital. Because I asked a lot of people there many times, you know I'm immune suppressed. This is where you put immune suppressed people, right? And I wanted to go to the University of Washington, but they wouldn't take me there. They took me to Harborview, Cesspool Central. Like, I could breathe and I could smell the COVID. Anyways, that's how my day went. And then I had to pay like $30 for an Uber to get back to the ferry. And then I had to wait an hour. And now I should be in the shower, but I'm not because I took my shower curtain down and I'm waiting for the door to get put on. It's coming tomorrow. So that's a stupid thing. I might as well just take a shower and just fucking get the floor wet. Whatever. I'll have to clean it out. Sorry, my nose is itching really bad. So anyways, that was my day. It was not a good one. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I have no car. My biggest problem is that I use my car to take people home who have been drinking and driving. Drinking, not driving. On a normal, non-COVID era. I live above a bar. And so the bartenders downstairs, basically, or the people themselves, will call me and be like, so-and-so needs a ride home. And so I do it. Doesn't matter what time, because those people need to be safe. And I do it for free, because we don't have Ubers on Vashon or taxis. And now I don't have a car to do that, or to get myself to appointments. I do have family, but I hate to rely on other people. I don't like it. I don't like to ask for help. I help others, not others helping me. It's really hard. Anyways, I'm alive, and I know everything will work out. But that was my day, and I wanted to share it with you. So peace, love, and stay healthy.